Now, guys, we are going to be looking at our USD pairs for the day. We will look at our Euro to GBP, USDJPY, USD card. So, if you are interested, if you have not yet subscribed, please click on the subscribe button. You can like, share, and comment. Now, let's see our Euro USD. By the way, let's start with our weekly time frame. We all can see on our weekly time frame we are actually bearish. By the way, we are actually dropping and we are below our 10 period moving average, so we should actually look for a way to short it if we want to trade it on the weekly time frame. So now take a look at our daily time frame. By the way, you will see notice something that we are actually on a pullback level. See this our drop here. Let's see it this way. Our price has actually been dropping here. We all see this impulse move. We had the correction here. We had another impulse move and we had another correction. We are expecting another impulse move again, right, on our Euro USD. But I think we should be getting it by next week. So we would want to try and predict where our price will be moving for tomorrow, which is on the 2nd of September. That is exactly what we are trying to predict. So in order for us to actually try and predict that move, we have to go straight to our 4-hour time frame. Now take a look at this our 4-hour time frame. We are actually ranging here, but if you should notice something is that this level was actually a pullback level on our daily time frame, right? This was actually a drop impulse move on our daily time frame. So this here was actually a correction, but on our 4-hour time frame we are actually ranging. So if our price does not break below this Euro USD, if price does not break below 0.98977, then we would still see that ranging market move tomorrow on Euro USD, by the way, for the day. So Euro USD we are still actually ranging, by the way. So on the 4-hour time frame we are still ranging and we would want to range with it. So if you look at the 4-hour time frame, price has dropped to our support level and we are expecting it to rally up straight to our resistance level on our 4-hour time frame. Take a look at the 1-hour time frame also. We are also expecting a rally movement upward on the Euro USD. I think we are starting to have it, by the way. See this huge wick, by the way, which push up and we're very much likely to be aiming up on our 1-hour time frame, except the price breaks below this our previous lows. Let me highlight it. Except price breaks these lows here, but if price does not break the low, then we will actually be having the movement upward on the Euro USD. The next one we have is our GBPUSD. Let's take a look at it on the weekly time frame. The weekly time frame full trend is actually a downward trend and it is also below our 10 period moving average, so we should actually look for a way to short it. I think for about 2 weeks now we are actually bearish on our GBPUSD. So I mean this is low. If in case we start having pullback possibly next week or next 2 weeks, then we would actually see the pullback to this level and we would have another drop again on GBPUSD. So that is weekly time frame. Let's take a look at it on the daily time frame, by the way. So this daily time frame, this was actually a drop and we had a correction this level here and we had another drop. So we should be expecting a correction anytime soon on the daily time frame. We should actually be expecting correction anytime soon on our daily time frame, then a drop again on our GBPUSD. So to actually see where the price might actually be moving tomorrow, we should actually go straight downward to the 4-hour time frame, and this is actually an impulse move. Let's start it from here. This was actually a correction. Now we've had another impulse move. we are getting a correction. So once the correction is over, I believe we would actually have another impulse move downward. So basically, we're very much likely to close bearish tomorrow also on our GBP USD, unlike our Euro USD, whereby we were, past 3 days we were actually opening and closing bullish, but GBP USD is actually different, which is actually closing bearish. So I mean, until we have a retracement on our 4-hour time frame, then we'll be getting a drop again on the GBP USD. So that is it. On our USDJPY, take a look at the foot trend, by the way, which is actually an uptrend move on USDJPY. We had this impulse move straight upward and a correction here. Now another impulse move straight upward, breaking our previous higher highs. Then we add a correction to test this level, and we add another impulse move. Now zoom it out, by the way, you would see that this was actually kind of like a resistance level where our price has broken out of it. So if you are to go straight to our 4-hour time frame, would very much likely be having a pullback again on our USDJPY. So possibly if it give us that rally movement upward, fine, but we should actually be expecting a pullback on the USDJPY anytime soon. By the way, we might have a little bit of a rally movement upward, then we would be having a pullback. So watch out for it, so you will not be taken out of that trade. We actually had this pullback at this level when our price actually hits our support level here. This level, once our price got to it, we actually had a pullback to this level, which actually now gave us another push up movement. Now we've had the movement upward, we should be expecting a pullback again on our USDJPY, then a rally movement upward on the USDJPY. And let's see our USD Swiss franc, by the way. This is actually a huge movement, by the way. I actually took the trade, by the way, and I've gotten out of it. So those of you who are still in it, I think you should actually opt out from it now, because it has gotten to a level we might very much likely have a drop. But in case, we know we can't really predict this thing very well, but it can actually push up. But it can actually push up, and we can also have a drop on our USD Swiss franc. So USD on the daily time frame, we saw this huge impulse movement upward, then a correction was made here and another huge impulse movement upward. Like I said, if you are on this trade, you should actually get out of this trade, because anytime soon the price can actually drop and can be taken out of this trade. And if our price drops, we very much likely see it drop to this level, which was our previous key level where our price had the retracement level from. We all can see it, which was I think around about 0.96945. So that was our previous level where our price had a pullback. So now we are actually up and we've gotten to this our resistance level here. We are expecting a drop again. We are very much likely to have that drop to our previous level where our price had a pullback. So exactly why I advise actually stay out of this trade, to actually be on the safe side in order not to lose on this trade. And let's see our 4-hour time frame. I think 4-hour time frame we are still actually on an uptrend move, by the way. So I mean, we all can see it upward here. A pullback level was made here. We all see this impulse movement, and we are on a pullback level. So if in case we are still on an upward movement on USD Swiss franc, then we should actually see the huge movement upward. And if not, then we might be getting that, this drop we are expecting around this key level here. And last, no, I think USD Swiss USD card we had here. I will start with the daily time frame here. This was actually a key level where our price was actually ranging from. This was actually, I will try to zoom it out. This was once our resistance level where our price came in and it's dropped. We also had another movement upward and it's dropped. Movement upward, it dropped. We also see another movement upward here and it's dropped. And guess what? Now we've had a breakout. One thing I noticed is that this breakout has actually rallied up to take out this our liquidity highs here, this huge candlestick wick here. Our price has actually rallied up, so we are now having a drop. So if you are still bullish on this trade, to be on the safe side, try and get out of this trade now, because we very much likely to be having a good amount of drop tomorrow on this USD card. The 4 hour time frame, we are still on an uptrend move. By the way, we all see this breakout from this level. We had a retracement here, another movement upward, a retracement, a huge movement upward. We had there a retracement, right? And I very much believe we will be having a huge amount of drop again on our USD card, because one, it has actually taken out this our highs we've all been looking at from for I think about 2 weeks ago. We believe that our price would actually push up to take this highs, and our price has actually taken out this highs. So USD card 4 hour time frame bullish. I think the last one we have here is our New Zealand dollar to our US dollar. So daily time frame, by the way, food trend of the recent trend, by the way, are still bearish. We also see this huge impulse movement downward on our New Zealand dollar to our USD. Now we had a correction and a huge impulse movement. But if you notice something, this was actually a key level here, this lows here. So very much likely to have a bullish movement upward. So if you are to analyze all these pairs now, right? If you are to see all these our USD pairs, you will notice something, that there's every possibility that our USD pairs would be dropping massively tomorrow. So I mean, if you have to look at that the USD Swiss franc is about to give us a drop, USD card is about to give us a drop, USDJPY is about to give us a drop, and if you notice our GBP and our euro is about to push up, same thing with our New Zealand dollar to our US dollar is about to push up. So I believe we'll very much open and close bearish for tomorrow, and let's see how our price will play out tomorrow. So we'll actually talk about it